Okay, so this is my first tutorial on GameMaker, and I'll be doing it on 3D because I found that most of the tutorials on YouTube for 3D are either too complex for beginners or they're basically just saying copy and paste this code and that's how you make 3D. But I'll be showing you exactly how to make 3D, and I'm gonna explain it so that you'll be able to understand it and you can make your own 3D exactly how you want it. So I'm going to start by basically explaining what 3D is. So you have your normal room, X and Y, it's a square, and basically when you're making 3D, you're just drawing stuff with another dimension. And this is called Z. And 3D is basically made up of two things. One is setting the camera, so where the game will be looking, and setting the objects in the room, like floor, ceilings, and walls, and whatever else you want to add. So all you need is a couple, well, I'm going to be showing you how to make a floor and sky, or ceiling. And the camera won't move, you'll just be looking in one spot. And this is just the very basics. So you just got to create an object, and in the create event, you gotta, this is all code. So D3D, oops, underscore start. This basically just tells GameMaker that you're doing 3D, so it won't use the usual room view. And texture set interpolation, and set that to true. This just makes it so that, like, the closer and farther away you get to objects, it makes it look a lot better, so it's not as pixely. So that's all you have to do for the create. And in the draw event, this is where everything will be put together. So first we're going to set the camera. So I'm going to make the camera outside of the room and looking at the ceiling and floor, so you'll be able to see how it looks, because if you're inside, it's not a very good view. So I'll make it about 64 pixels out this way, and I'll be making it look towards this direction. So D3D set projection. So you'll see at the bottom here it says X from, Y from, Z from. So that's setting the coordinates of where the camera is. And X2, Y2, Z2 is setting where the camera will be looking. So I want it 64 pixels out. So negative 64 for X, negative 64 for Y, and 10 pixels up for Z. So now where it'll be looking is 0, 0, 10. So it'll be looking straight across from Z, from 10 to 10, so it won't be looking up or down. And I'll be going from negative 64, negative 64 to 0, 0, so the first pixel inside the room. So it really doesn't matter where the 2 is, as long as you got the right direction. So I'm going to have the camera be right about here, looking towards the 0, 0 here, so it'll be looking at the room like this. And so, oh yeah, I forgot. Z, X up, Y up, and Z up. You set X and Y to 0, and then Z has to be at least above 0, or else it messes up. I'm not exactly sure why, but I'll probably explain it in a later tutorial. Okay, so now we're going to draw the ceiling and floor. To do this, first of all, you have to go draw underscore set alpha and set that to 1. Otherwise, the floor and ceiling will be transparent to the color that you set, which is draw set color C underscore white. So this is pretty basic. It's just setting the drawing alpha to 1, so it's solid color, and it's setting it to white, but you won't even be able to see the white because the alpha is 1, so it's covering it up by the backgrounds. That's sort of confusing, but okay, we're just gonna draw the floor and ceiling now. So D3D underscore draw floor. So now you see at the bottom it says x1, y1, z1. So that's the first coordinate. It's the same as drawing rectangles, except there's an extra dimension. And x2, y2, z2. So it's setting it from where you want it, where to where. So we're going to set it from 0, 0 to 640, 480. But we're going to have 0z on both ends because we want it to be flat. So x1, 0, y1, 0, and then z1, 0. x2 will be 640, y2 is 480, and z2 is still 0. Now it says texture ID, so that's the texture you want. So mine is BG underscore floor. It's right there. And H repeat and V repeat is how many times you want it to be repeated horizontally and vertically. And I just want it to be stretched all the way across. So I'm going to be doing 1 and 1. And that's all you have to do for drawing the floor. Now I'm going to draw the ceiling, and it's pretty much the same code. So copy and paste it, except you're going to make it higher up. So we'll raise the Z to 32 and 32 again, and I'm going to change it to background sky. And that is it. So now I'll show you how it looks. Forgot. So yeah, just make a room, put it in. It doesn't matter where at all, because you set everything as numbers. So yeah, here's my sky, and here's the grass or floor. And it doesn't look very good because it's not the best perspective, but it gives you an idea. It drew the sky as a rectangle, and same with the floor. And the camera is looking at it from outside. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for now. And I hope you understand 3D now. And it's a lot easier than I thought it was. But yeah, that's it. If you want, you can rate, comment, and subscribe, and you can request some other tutorials if you want to. And one last thing is, if you don't understand any of this, just don't hesitate to ask me. It's I know quite a bit about GameMaker, but I'll try my best to answer. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.